Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fanged One's Horizon Forbidden West Let's Play series. I'm the Fanged One, with you as always, and this is episode 6. In episode 5, we finished finding Aaron and beat back some bristlebacks that was attacking Chain Scrape and put that blowhard douchebag Ovald in his, or Ovald, whatever the fuck his name is, in his place. And now, it's time to go get the priest guy and frog march his ass to the meeting. I forget what the hell they're calling it in the game, but the meeting with the Takant and get the progress into the west started. So you guys ready? Let's go.
Pretty much stylish.
You know, that picture right there? Whenever I see it, you ever play Final Fantasy 10?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the summon Yojimbo?
That's what it kind of reminds me of.
That's what it reminds me of when I see that. Oh, hold on. My bad. Now you can hear. Okay, where were we?
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says.
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Better get walking, you pompous jackass.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway.
Oh,
If
we
I
need
can
to look
get
around
through
at the
it,
shops and see what we can shop
I'll be
for.
able to track down
What do we got
Silence.
here? My personal stash, I'm guessing? Is that some kind of a... Ah, it's where you put stuff that you don't have room for in your... Okay.
Maybe even...
So, that outfit,
Could head straight for Barren Light.
hey, that outfit look familiar?
The dance some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
I can't see it off the top of my head.
It's the outfit she was wearing in the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got some more side quests. Oh, you're definitely inside the building. Okay, hold up.
Aloy, change your
There's
mind
my
about
girl.
that brew? Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down.
My
And
girl
a
Petra.
pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talent. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
So about Olvend.
Around here, everything's about Olvend.
Around here,
Another
everything's
charge.
about Olvend.
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Yeah, I knew about that
Well,
already,
from
though.
up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
This Talon guy might still be in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
The hell is this?
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Fuck it, why not? Mini games are fun. Beginner's tutorial. Beginner set.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Mm-hmm.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from. And, okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move
like
2
chess.
machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine.
Or checkers. It's like checkers.
Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try. Now move the piece. You'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This and your current machine has 2, so in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power, this means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now you're gonna have to overcharge that machine to land a hit on mine. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, overcharge your machine to attack mine as... Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did. That means you're the winner. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and...
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure.
Brew
helping new
hopping.
strike
Love it.
players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
You know what? This might actually be what this episode's about, because I'm actually very curious about this.
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now that combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do... Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since it's standing on grassland terrain, this terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it. Which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both
She sounds
machines
so
will
chipper.
receive 1 point of damage. But knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yam. Promise it'll all come in handy next. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play...
All right, let's get a real game started.
Let's play! Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Come up. Oh, only one machine left.
Oh, well, damn.
Time to make my move. Your turn. Time to get serious. You're up, Red. One less piece on the board. My turn. That's it for me. My turn. I won!
Well, damn.
Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Your move, Red. Time to make my move. Your turn. Armor is a machine.
I did not mean to do that.
Defense. I'm up.
Yeah,
Gotta
it's
say,
my
your
stupid
odds
fault.
aren't good, Red. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised.
No, you probably shouldn't. I am really bad at this, apparently.
Good luck. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. Off the board it goes. You got me.
God be
Fair and
damned. I
square.
actually fucking won a match. I want to say that shit was sheer fucking luck, though.
Here we go. That's it for me. Time to get serious. You're up, Red. I'm up. Your move, Red.
I literally want y'all to come to me.
Time to make my move. Your turn. Well, I always get nervous when I overcharge my pieces. Okay, let's see. That was brutal. Well, that's done now. That was a surprise. My turn. A single machine left? That ain't good.
Oh, wait, no. Damn it. That was my mistake.
I'm up. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Let's
I
do
am
this.
really not very good at this.
That's it for me. My turn. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. Knocked right off the board. Knocked right off the board. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot! Time to get serious. Your move, Red. I got a tough fight ahead of me. My turn. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. Now that was a game. Even
I'll
if
be
I
damned.
lost.
I actually won a second game. And this one is now hard.
This is gonna be fun. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. One less piece on the board. Off the board it goes. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. I'm up. Your turn.
Oh, that shit's in behind it. Oh, we're gonna go right there.
Time to get serious. That's it for me. My turn.
I did not expect that to not kill him. That's on me.
Well, that's done now. Board's all yours. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to make my
I did not mean to do that. I'm a fucking idiot.
That's it for me.
That's...
Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Okay, let's see. One less piece on the board.
And that did it. Damn it.
Up for a rematch? Let's do this.
People are probably watching me play this and seeing the moves I'm making going, are you a fucking idiot?
Your move, Red. I'm up. You're up, Red. Hey, I like that piece where it was. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. Your turn. That one hurt. That was brutal. I'm up. Your move, Red. Knocked right off the board.
You're about to take multiple pieces right now.
Time to get serious.
Oh, no.
Board's
didn't
all
take
yours.
multiple. I'll be damned.
Well, that's done now.
I'm actually okay with that.
Time turn. Oh, I thought I had that one.
I'll be damned. I won. Okay, this is a regular game, I'm guessing.
Good luck. My turn. That's it for me. I'm up. That was brutal.
God damn.
Ah, off the board it goes.
I couldn't attack from there? I thought I could. That's my
turn.
bad.
You have to admit, that was impressive. You're up, Red. Knocked right off the board. Okay.
I got my ass whooped in this actual.
I won! Oh, but I'll play you again.
Did you hear
if
that?
want.
The beeping? Oh, okay. Okay, let's try that one just one more time because I got my ass whooped.
Let's play. Your turn. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. time to make my move. Nice! One less piece on the board. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. I'm up.
I don't understand why they didn't attack him.
Off the board it goes. Well, that's done
There, at least
now.
I got one of the fucking pieces off the goddamn board.
Oh, seriously?
I was gonna be losing that piece the
That
next round
was
anyway.
brutal. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
Oh, that's right, because of the points. Right. You know what? I'm done.
You know where to find me, Red.
I could spend hours losing at that game.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon! Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
Where were we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon.
Didn't I just hear blow somebody's arm off?
Actually,
See? Yeah.
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One-shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red.
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking, yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
Yeah, your friend's a little weird.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom! And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh.
Yeah. If my daughter blew up my homebrew, I'd
Tell
probably
me
be
more
pissed
about
too.
this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design. Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity.
Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Namely with explosive tips. Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need
Charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break.
But the real innovation, keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me if you.
Yeah, I understand why they call her
You
Boomer.
have a deal.
She wants to blow everything up. Yeah. Yeah. That one was just for you. You're welcome. What can I say except, yeah. If y'all could see the death look I'm getting right now, y'all, like this is hilarious. If looks could kill, I'd be dead.
You just gonna
A
stand
few
there?
times over.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Alright, what do we got here for weapons? I'm missing a charger. Okay.
Come back anytime.
Now
I
can I
will.
get this fixed?
Now can I
fix
get
your
this
tools.
fixed?
Afraid there's no fixing you.
An ammo that deals fire damage is now available in your inventory.
BT dubs. I need my instant.
Okay. Warrior bows are quick-firing, short-range bows. Unlike other bow types, they deal maximum damage even when not fully drawn, but quickly lose accuracy at longer distances. Huh. Let's shoot just one arrow and see what happens. Oh yeah, you're not kidding. Really short draw time. Alright, I think that's it. Where's the gate? There's the gate.
Could get around faster if I had a charger to override.
Oh, actually, guys, that's going to do it for us for episode 6. We lost a lot of time with that strike game, but still, it was fun. So, anyway, guys, I will see you guys in episode 7, where we will do these 2 side quests and head over, and hopefully head over to the embassy. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody. Later.